Good morning. It's a new day. I'm well rested. It's raining though, but it's not supposed to rain so much today. Last evening we went to Defuniak Springs. That town has a lot of history, but man, they do it up good for their Christmas decorations. And they have a very unique lake there. It's a perfectly round lake and it's natural, it's not man-made. And they put Christmas lights all the way around the lake. So Christmas in Florida is a first for me, but they did make it very special. If you want to hike this Florida trail, I would recommend joining the Facebook group Florida Trail Hikers. What a fabulous group of people. I love watching their stories and videos of their hikes, and they're just such a supportive group. I can talk about my snake experiences with them and they tell me their snake stories. And they're a wealth of information. Most of them live in Florida. So highly recommend that group. And I also joined a snake identification group and a snake in case you get bitten group. So I think I'm well covered for groups in Florida. Whoa. A little bit of a tippy boardwalk. The rain's gonna make things slick. It's nice to be walking in dense woods when there's a rain. You don't feel it. Love these bridges and these streams. Oaky Creek. I bet there's a lot of oaks around here. Look at all these oak leaves. No kidding. One guy in this group is a nut, I think. He's done the Florida Trail 4 times and he's doing it again. He's about 800 miles into it already this year. And he's doing it as a yo-yo. So that means he's hiking all the way to the end and then he's hiking all the way back where he started. Oh man. And then another guy, he's just starting out too, and he is carrying a skateboard with him so that he doesn't have to walk the road walks. Like I brought my bike with me, he's taking a skateboard. There's no way I would want to pack around a skateboard on these trails. You meet the most interesting people. Can't get enough of this reindeer moss. Abraham and his wife entertained 3 men. They let them wash up and they fed them and they rested for a while and then they carried on in their journey. It was a custom back then that the host would walk a ways with their company when they left. What a nice custom that is. You will remember from the last video that one of them was the Lord, who reassured them that they would have a son in their old age. 2 of the men went on ahead, but the Lord and Abraham got to have a talk. God told Abraham that he had heard that Sodom and Gomorrah were very wicked, and so he needed to go investigate the situation. If he found out that they were wicked, he was going to have to destroy them. So Abraham starts bartering with God. If there are 50 righteous, will you still destroy it? Abraham said, "Far be it from you to do such a thing as this, to slay the righteous with the wicked, so that the righteous be as the wicked. Shall not the judge of all the earth do right?" Abraham was pulling on God's heartstrings. Well, God said, "Okay, I won't destroy it for 50, which was the size of a small city back then. So Abraham said, "Well, how about 45? And God said, "No, I won't destroy it for 45. And then Abraham jewed him down all the way to 10. "How about for 10? Will you destroy it for 10 people?" Abraham got him down to 10, which is still a small community. And the minimum requirement for a legal court in a town was 10 men. And God said he would not destroy the city if there were 10 righteous people. Abraham ended the number at 10 because he knew that his nephew Lot, his wife, his daughters, and their husbands all lived in Sodom.
Every man who truly loves God will love his neighbor also, and will sacrifice, if necessary, to promote his neighbor's well-being. We cannot prevent men from sinning against God, but we can intercede for them and plead with them. God is well pleased with such intercession because it reflects his own great heart of love. How much the energetic prayer of a righteous man often avails. When Abraham drew near to God in love and faith, humbly interceding for sinners, God drew near to him in mercy, graciously acceding to each request. The same experience awaits those today who follow in the footsteps of the Father of the faithful.
Gigantic mushroom. I find it so incredible that God is willing to listen to humans and to negotiate with them. That's a cute name for a creek. I mean, just look at this trail through the woods. I actually just met a trail crew, and he has a big machine, and it's like a lawnmower thing to clear this trail, to make it so idyllic and pretty. Wow. There is a lot of people that put their heart and soul in this trail, and it's all volunteer work. He does the whole Eglin section. So he said 61 miles, I believe, of trail he maintains in his crew. Phenomenal. I just can't get enough of this. And he reassured me about the pygmy rattlers. He said they'll bite your finger, but they're not gonna bite your foot. So, yay. I guess they're just too little to care about a big foot. If you reach down and grab something, then they might bite you. So that's reassuring. But it is still raining, and it wasn't supposed to. Oh well. I mean, this could go on forever. It's so beautiful. I am beyond excited. This is my first reshoot in the wild discovery. Oh, that's so fun. Just a cute little stream. Turpentine branch. All right. Whoa, this is a bridge of all bridges. Wow, isn't this a treat in the middle of nowhere? Let's look at the water. Oh, gorgeous. To the other side. Beautiful. Demon Bridge. I met an actual worker on the trail and he built this bridge. So what is the stat on this bridge, did you say?
Okay, this is the Alaqua Bridge, we call it.
Okay.
And it is the longest suspension bridge on the entire trail.
Wow.
And
I'm honored to meet the guy that built it.
And I just can't tell you how much it went into this, actually hanging over the water and working on these big beams and pilings, but it's
wow.
It's just gorgeous.
And it took you how long?
Oh my goodness, about 1.5 years.
Wow, okay.
Took us a while.
And that was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And I get to walk on it.
Yeah. Well, I'm so
Thank
glad to see
you. Thank you very
back to
much. That was very cool to meet a worker. They're so nice. I've met only nice people. So loving this trip. A little pond in the woods. Alaqua Creek is amazingly big and beautiful. Getting into swampy stuff here now, which is very Floridian. Love it. Going down a deep ravine. Well, they give us an option of a ladder or slide on your butt. I'm going to choose the ladder. All right, I did it. Old Portland Road. Are we in Oregon? Or maybe Portland, Maine. I guess there's Portlands everywhere. Oh, my first log crossing. Make sure there's no snakes on either side. Nope. Okay. Some beautiful colors here in December. That makes sense for Florida. Perfect time of year to be here. Okay, now this is sketchy. There's no rails. Oh my. Oh yeah, there's a wire. Okay, never mind. This is good. It's pretty tall up. Blount Creek. Considering all this water around, I've only had like a couple mosquitoes bother me. So that's good. No wires on this one, but I guess I can manage it. Eglin Portal Campsite. Let's see what an actual campsite looks like. Oh, you got your U.S. mail in case you want to write a letter home. Sign in. And then a really nice campsite with benches. Looks like it's good for, I don't know, 3 or 4 tents could go in here. Very nice. And it tells you where the water source is for the campsite. But there is abundant water on this trail. I used to be very adamant that you could not call this long trail in Florida a through hike. Florida's flat, I said. It's a through walk. Well, I recant today. There is definitely some hiking going on. This is the first section of the trail that I've come that has made me huff and puff. So I will call it a through hike now. Oh. No guardrails here. Oh, great. Moccasin Creek. Don't want no moccasins. Ha. Switch cane. All right, getting near 331. Okay, there's Highway 331, which means that I am officially done Eglin now. But I must say that this trail today was my favorite part of Eglin. So, the very most eastern trail is the best, I felt. What a special trip. All right. Go for tortoises. Uh-huh. I just finished biking 331 for 4 miles. That was pretty crazy. So I walked 8 miles and then biked 4 miles. And now I'm doing a little bit more walking in a brand new section. I'm so excited. These seed heads make the landscape so interesting. You may think it's odd that these trees are spaced so perfectly, but it is intentional. It's a longleaf pine restoration. Okay, this is more of what I'm used to. But no nice bridges in this section. What? Seriously, where is the bridge? The boardwalks. Some roots are gonna save the day. I've covered 13.3 miles today, and that's gonna be my day. Now, have you ever bargained with God? I'll see you again tomorrow.